Jabril Cox began his career at LSU with a pick six. After a dominant run at North Dakota State, the linebacker had his choice of schools to go to, but he wasn't highly recruited out of Raytown South High School after tearing his ACL his junior year.
It was definitely a difficult situation for him, just with the timing of it and the psyche of it and that kind of stuff. And he didn't get a lot of love from the big conferences, SEC, and that. He was getting an awful lot of love from FCS.
You got a long memory of the ones that turn you down. Even though that might not be that coaching staff there still, you still got that chip on your shoulder. And the chip on your shoulder is to do well. But you don't forget, I can't tell you the number of trips we took to certain schools just to even get noticed.
The script flipped when Cox decided to transfer from NDSU. Instead of having to look for schools, the Kansas City native had a slew of offers. But LSU stood out not just as a new team, but as a community as well.
One of the things they did, they kept the communication. They called every day, telling, hey, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you training? Are you, like they cared about him. We could tell that they were very interested and they really wanted Jabril.
It's not just calling every day. It's like 2 or 3 different coaches or phone call talking to him, not just for football, but talks about family. And that's how I know about Coach Bush. We know a little bit something about the island where I'm originally from.
Family is important to Jabril. His parents, James and Lotu, have created a close household, and all 7 children are athletes who love competing with one another.
I'm like the biggest cheerleader, so I'll sit back, watch them. They'll literally go back and forth talking about, I can beat you at this, beat you at that. And then, the big thing is them racing each other. So we will all go outside and they'll race each other. And it's just like, if someone loses, then that person wants to get them back. And it's fun in the end because it's like everyone's gonna compete against each other. And then you want to see who's better than the next person.
The family now waits to see how Jabril finishes the 2020 season. But his pick six in Game 1 had them as excited as LSU fans during the play.
The whole house was excited. We were all excited. So we tell Jabril, hey, you had one game that was decent. Forget about it. Go on to the next one.
Covering LSU football for you, Go Nation, I'm Jared Joseph.